of course, I did brackets and 5.
Sergeant, Sergeant. No one for Alpha, right?
Go.
Yeah.
Should be fixed.
Sergeant Stewart said he'd be late, so
So,
they're
we're setting up here for Havoc
This is actual traffic seat 132 over.
Actual, this is Bravo, Richard Lima Charlie 132 over.
Roger.
Actual, this is Alpha 2AC, checking from this 132 over.
After this is actual, you're on clear for seat 132 over.
Okay, actual.
Hey, Chi, do a radio check on me.
Okay. So, we're doing 2 things today. First, we're not in the desert, so that should make the guys happy. First up, we're going to do a bit of a dry run course. You guys are going to be moving out of... Yes. Moving out of this town and then just pushing south down to about here, I think. Point is that actual covers basics. And then we're gonna then come out to our AO out here. That looks like a lot of groups, but a lot of them are just like buddy teams. So our objective is we have a downed Phoenix Light, and their job is going to be to find it and
I have my own copy, it's a different one, a lot of stuff to read, but...
yeah, so they're going to insert down here. Got a location being held by some friendlies. Very nice ambience more than anything else. And then they'll be free to strategize their way out.
Yeah, super push talk, I released the key too early.
Basically, they don't know the mark I've given them. So I've kind of marked it as here, but it's a little further up the tree line. So I'll kind of have to hopefully see the smoke call it out to it. Because they can kind of come into this however they want to. There's basically just shit everywhere. And yeah, it's not going to be contact heavy. It's more about them, you know, breaking contact and kind of expediting to locate the crash. At least for now, the theory. So we'll see how that goes.
Actually, this is Bravo 2.
We're doing early in the morning, so...
Who is that?
Bravo 2 SE.
Bravo 2 is
It's only
actual,
gonna
clear for
get lighter, but I'm gonna reset the time before they actually step off.
I'm retarded.
That plan?
Yep.
And then sometime soon here we should have Sergeant Tell
Bravo,
with
this
our
is
new
Patty, radio check frequency.
platoon sergeant in Havoc 3. He's going to be coming along at some point, so that is going to be happening too.
This is Alpha 2AC, region Lima Charlie 132.1 over.
Copy out.
And for now I'm just going to keep dicking around with the AO basically, because we've got some fun to kill.
I tell you, this is already TOC and I'm CLS.
Copy that. Sounds good.
Patty copies.
Well, that's cool.
I'm alright, how are you, fellas?
Stone push red.
Like a hunting tower, like a deer stand, I think they're called. Sure.
How many boxes you have in your...
Big one there.
3.
Tall.
3?
I have 6 total, yeah.
Oh, you got...
Yeah, definitely. Trade.
I have
Same.
6 100 round belt total.
Stop.
Who are we missing?
Son.
Yeah. The insurgent in a chopper crash.
Start to it, then yeah.
Obviously, for them getting their hands on a NATO kit, kind of cool. They're sort of pulling out all stops to try and
Certainly.
find these
Hello.
guys.
How many boxes have your gunner?
Oh, he can take as many as he wants, as per the new SOP.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As many as he wants.
What?
Yeah, but if he goes over like 32 or 34 kilograms, we're gonna have problems moving around. So
Sorry again. How much weight do you have? 34
Guys,
it's just on the dot.
kilograms.
the truck's out.
34.95.
Never mind. I mean, if you really need the extra free weight, just drop some grenades or something.
I let me know whenever it's ready.
Bravo's good.
Sounds good to go. Alpha. Good. Go.
These guys are all
Okay.
down.
Alright, so before we even begin with the videos and the stuff, some quick things I need to pretty sure everyone else read out to you guys. First off, so Sergeant Taylor, he wants to make sure that here's some couple things that you guys need to be reminded on to make sure that we follow through and as well do. First off, remember that NCOs things should be taken care of by the NCO Shane. So what that means is that if a team member does something wrong or a team member's not doing something correctly, it's up to the
George,
team
yes, I
leaders
can listen.
to make sure that gets corrected. Now, if team leaders aren't doing their job, such as if a radio check's been done and then radio check was done incorrectly, and a team leader does not make it does not make his priority to grab that team member, drag him to the side, and tell him, hey, fix up radio check, do it the correct, proper way, then it's up to me to, after the operation, wherever it is, to pull both the team leader and team member off the side after the debrief, tell them what they done incorrectly, and make sure we fix it or eradicate it. Now, if I do not fix it, and of course the person did it incorrectly, does it incorrectly again, and the platoon sergeant was able to hear it before, and he hears it again, that's when all four of us will be in the channel. Myself, the team leader, along with the team member. Now, we don't want that to happen, because I really don't feel like being bothered with all four of us in one channel for something I've already discussed or said. So it's up to team leaders to do that first and make sure it's eradicated. Alright, now this also expands onto as well, making sure that you take proper care of your personnel, checking on them, make sure they don't do anything inappropriate on the forums as well. Make sure that they notify chain of command on anything up the proper chain, I should say, such as promotion checks, stuff like that. As well as making sure you know if your men are going to be here or not. Those are things you guys want to make sure when it's bringing up the chain of command. Then lastly, making sure that you address the proper NCOs to the proper meter. And that means as is calling everyone sergeant, make sure you address the officers with sir. And that means that there won't be no sugarcoating. So if you do not address the NCOs, the proper ranking, or any kind of way they're supposed to be doing it as, then you will get in trouble right on the spot. Be taken out the side. Make sure that you actually understand. And if this happens in actual team training, you will be corrected right on the spot, made embarrassed of, right from the rest of the platoon. So those things you guys want to make sure keep in mind with yourself. No saying hey Smith or hey Doggett or hey Lee or Stewart. Then make sure you say Sergeant Stewart, Sergeant Lee, Specialist Doggett, Sergeant Patty, Sergeant Smith, Sergeant Harmon. Anyone confused on that? Specialist Taya. Can't hear anyone. You guys are on yelling. So does everyone understand what was just said on there?
Copy.
Yes, sir.
Copy.
And that's something you guys got to follow as well if you feel like Havoc 3. I know there's certain you guys don't remember, but those are stuff that is unit-wide. It's not a policy to address an NCO properly, but It is something that you actually have to follow up through because you will get yourself shoot on if you don't do it. Alright, then lastly, of course, following the platoon SOP. So make sure your loadouts are correct and actually what they're supposed to be, the way it says on the SOP as well. That's just okay. And then first off, click on the second video. That's with the guy carrying his weapon crawling on the floor. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Alright. So before we click that open, here's some things that we're looking at. Initiative, well, individual and group movements. So it's going to detail first about individual movements, such as what you should be doing, how you should be moving. It's also going to detail to you guys on not formations on the fire team, but positioning of the fire team. What each person's role in the fire team is. Now, things we're going to make sure we try to take out of here, it's not going to be in the video, but something I'm explaining about is initiative. For you guys to move when you're told to move. And figure out how to move that place. Don't have your team leader just keep giving you, hey, move to that tree line or there. You guys should be knowing specific place you got to go to. Build up security. Automatically, when you're stopping, somebody should be putting up your head. Switch your awareness. Formations awareness, so make sure that your information doesn't have to be a perfect formation, but it just can't be sloppy though. And your spacing, and a lot more other things you guys want to keep in mind of. Now, also, this video is also going to tell you how to be mindful of your environment. Things you want to keep in mind of. And also, we'll detail in this video as well about movement. So let's go ahead and start off with. Now, to open it up, so you can double click it, and it'll pop up Google Drawing, and just click the play button. You can also maximize it, or you can view on YouTube wherever you want to do it. Well, let me know when you guys have it open.
It's not working for me. The double click.
It's not working for me either.
When you double click it.
Yep.
Yeah, certain. No, it's not working for me either.
If it works for you or anybody, can you just post your YouTube URL?
I'm looking for the video now.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Maybe the edit link might.
Oh, yeah.
Not
That's the edit maybe.
Do you want us to watch the video?
Yep, we're all gonna watch it together.
Yeah,
Alright,
it works for
yeah,
the edit.
it works.
Bad reading?
I got it. Second picture. No, that's not the one.
Alright, start at
I'll get
minute
you the
02.
URL.
Or 017 actually.
That's
And then we all add
that's the video.
second 017. So 17 or 18. Let me know when you're there.
Jones there, certain.
There.
There.
Say it's group.
Tejas is there.
Well, not group. Probably go still get pulling in.
You there?
Alright, let's go. The mic really doesn't need to know. Because, of course, he doesn't need to do all this stuff. It's gonna be with me.
Oh, this is so old.
Yep.
Many shields.
So as you can see, don't pause me, just keep playing the video I'm talking, but as you can see, it's up to you guys to make sure on which cover you should be going to. That's something you should keep in your mind while under fire, while engaging enemy. What cover can you move to next? We already know what cover is,
Yep.
and we know what concealment is. It doesn't stop bullets. Now this you don't really need to know about a low crawl or high crawl, but what we know is about slow crawl and crawl. Slow crawl, while he's talking about crawling, slow crawl is something that we'll be using if we're climbing up a hill. We might use slow crawl, causes less dramatic changes to allows the enemy observe the hill stuff drop multiple times. You see what he said about if they're gonna detect the vegetation moving, then do a rush. Don't do that. This is Arma, so the enemies won't notice the dramatic change on vegetation dropping down when you're crawling.
Copy.
As you can see, it details to you that you guys should be mindful of your buddies with you, including your fire team. Don't just run to cover on the left-hand side and you know you got a friendly on the left-hand side. Let him get that cover. Always stick with your team members and your team leader when making your way to the cover. Now we're going to ignore about the high call and no problem. I'll speak on this. Then keep your team leader at all times when making your movement at those places. You want to make sure you know if you're being covered. If another fire team can cover you in cases of if they got a man down, they can't move, or another scenario as if a pair rocks you rescue or whatever, then that doesn't mean your whole fire team can't move. You guys can move by making sure you have a buddy team covering while another buddy team moves. That allows the whole squad to still move. Now, also, this can include as well as if you have a whole fire team of 4 men, right? One guy goes down. Does the whole fire team have to stay at that one place?
Negative, Sergeant.
No. What can we do?
Push the buddy team that doesn't have a man down forward.
There you go. The buddy team will push forward and clear out the position where they took fire from. They're going to communicate with the other fire team on where they should be going. So that means that 2IC should stick with the guy that's down. Team leaders should move with the other buddy team. So that means the team leader's body buddy is down, and then the 2IC needs to be attached with the guy that's down, and whoever 2IC's body buddy is will be attached with the team leader. That way, you know, we're about trying to step up on comms and try to switch around the comms. The team leader is still able to communicate with the team, the fire team. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what the guy just said was that when you're getting ready to move, you're gonna crawl, roll to the left or to the right, and then start moving this way because the enemy is engaging you. Let's say, I'm gonna need to flag you guys, but if I'm engaging Sergeant Lee and he's laying on the ground, I can't see him, I can just start doing suppressive fire. So that when Sergeant Lee stands up, I can shoot him. But if Sergeant Lee decides to roll to the left, to the right, and he stands up, he doesn't automatically get hit by my fire. And this is something I don't expect you guys to immediately think of to do. Of course, in Arma 3 as well. It's just something you guys want to keep in your mind. Now, of course, they're showing you to move when to move every single time while you're being covered by your friendly. Now, and if you guys noticed earlier, he's just doing reviews, so at the top right now. If you guys noticed earlier, you notice how that guy ran and then he stopped right by cover and then ran again without waiting to see if his body buddy was set. If he believes he could move up a little bit further, then he can, but don't just start running all the way out there for 20 seconds. Run, stop, get behind that cover, and then run again to regain your stamina or whatever. You're gonna know that we're never gonna travel in a file out in the open. No, we won't. All right. Any questions? Anyone want to point out any comments, questions? Probably go since you were in the army as well. You want to point out as well. I think it doesn't. Alright, so what do we... So we were able to now know what we should be doing as individually, as team members, things we need to take mind over under fire, in relation to that. Now, there's another video we're going to watch as well, talking about rushes, but I'm going to just go over it real quick, though. Now, when you're under fire, that shouldn't really hold your movement and prevent you from moving. When you're under fire, it's a great time for you to start communicating with the other fire team, even though you should already be communicating with the other fire team, for them to maneuver. So you establish a base of fire and allow them to maneuver. Now, if you believe taking fire and they're shooting on your left and right, and it might somehow prevent your friendly team from moving, there's some things you guys want to take care of or think about. Now, you press Shift Kilo, you notice where the wind's going, right? To the south. Going to your left, my right. So let's say Alpha, your maneuvering element, Bravo was doing base of fire, correct? But as soon as you started pushing left, start taking fire. Or Bravo realizes that the enemy is firing more on their left, so you can maneuver on the left side, but if you start moving to the right side, it's a little bit open. So there's some quick things one to take note of. Now we know the wind's going to the south. That means that Bravo can say, alright, Alpha, you best bet to maneuver to the left. We're going to pop smoke for you on our left. So whoever is the person on the far left, you're going to pop smoke. So put smoke somewhere around here. And that'll allow Alpha to maneuver behind smoke, and still you guys have eyes on the enemy. Still be able to gauge it. Guys, get what I'm saying?
Hey, so.
Yes,
And
sir.
we'll see this
Yes, Sergeant.
demonstration purpose when we demonstrate it. You say you have comments, Sergeant Party? Alright, no, I guess not. Let's go to the buddy team movie.
Got it open.
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
stop at 05 or 06 or whatever. Now, this is something, what you guys gonna notice here is that a buddy team, you can relate this to a fire team, got under fire, of course, to the front flank. Now we know what we do as a fire team. We know how we move through fire, whatever else. Now we will be able to see what we should do in times of engaging enemy fire. You get engaged into an ambush. So this is something you guys realize how to break contact. Now I know it's just two buddy teams. You don't know how to do it as a fire team or as a squad. If you guys don't realize though, movements of a buddy team act the same way as a fire team, same way as a squad. Team leaders kind of lead a squad. You notice when you guys split your buddy teams up, you gotta control the team that you're in, so you're about a buddy, and control the other buddy team on their movement as well. That's why it's not really hard for team leaders to step up with squad leaders, because somewhat they kind of have that same experience. Or practice, I should say. Alright, so we all at 05 or 06 or whatever?
Yep.
Grim Sergeant.
Go ahead and of course, when we're patrol, we're walking or jogging, weapons down. Take fire, you engage, you hit the deck, of course. At this point, you're actually crouching, of course, this is not Arma, so they have actual obstacles that will prevent them from shooting. They want nothing to get into the muzzle, so anything like that, snares like that. Have you noticed, of course, one guy said he's ready, or whatever he's saying, can't understand what he's saying, but of course, what we say in no, sir, is that covering and guys moving. They notice that that's abounding. Now, you get to the part where some people won't do an armor, of course, but I don't know what they're doing right here, but I'm taking the assumption. I noticed that they're trying to change max, so of course they're both going to get close to each other. One guy is going to prevent the firing from the other guy who changes max, and they're going to go ahead and start still bounding backward. I noticed though the other guy is now behind cover, because they already know they were covered behind them. If there was cover to their right, they're going to peel right, but of course if there was cover behind them, because that's what they remember when they were moving, they're bounded backward. Now, you always want to make sure you shout out that you're reloading so that your friendlies know that, of course, we got one gun down, got to increase our fire rate. Now, it's always good to make sure you check your magazines, see if you got full magazines, whenever you're breaching buildings, it's something you really worry about in Arma. Now, they got behind some cover, it's wide enough for one friendly. So, one guy is crouching, one guy is standing. Well, not one from them, but enough for one guy to get behind them. Now, at this point, if anybody knows that there's contact from the right flank, so of course you can shift your fire right. Usually at this point, another buddy team will continue engaging the enemy squad that's to their front. Another buddy team could go ahead and maneuver right and engage the guys who are danger close to them on the right flank. Any questions?
That was way too
Negative,
dramatic.
Sergeant.
Negative. That was an awesome video.
Yes, it
Correct,
was.
Way too dramatic, but yeah. Alright. Do we feel like we learned something or not? To be honest. If we need any additional explanation, I can explain it as well. Oh, forgot to let you fellas know. You guys are free to leave if you, so you guys know, this whole portion will be mostly sandbox. It'll be a little live fire if you have time for it. But if you guys are near for live fire, so that I don't mind if you guys if you want to go wherever else. 3-4 might have the squad training soon enough, but just letting you guys know.
Copy.
We're almost
Copy.
done. Next is fire team movement. It's just about rushes. We're not going to go through the whole video. So you guys want to just for you to see something. This whole fire team is moving. For jungle, of course, the bushes, but I should say the grass is high and these weeds, and not really grass, weeds, but.
I got it up.
It's worried about 07. Actually, let's go to 05. No, you're there.
I'm there.
There, Sergeant.
For this fire team rush, though, like I said, they're rushing as if the whole squad, if we right flank or left flank, or any other scenario, of a good way for us to move. Let me explain a little bit more about this because I feel like I'm just saying words, not explaining. So what you're gonna do in rushes is if there's no cover in front of you and you gotta push the enemy, such as we get engaged on the right flank, then you're gonna do rushes, and that you can still bound by doing a rush. What a rush means is basically you're trying to hurry up as far as you can, or try to run as fast as you can, and move as far as front or in front of your friendly as possible to gain more ground. Then you can hit the deck before the enemy is able to engage you. So something we do is I'm up, they see me, I'm down, or I've been seen, or whatever. This gives you about 3 seconds enough to run and hit the deck. Now, if you feel like you can push a little bit further, you want to push a little bit further, let the other fire team know, hey, we're going to move up a little more further. We're going to get back up when you're ready. And they say they're set, and you can move a little more further and say, I'm up, they see me, I'm down, if you want to gain more ground. And then the other fire team will move when you guys are set. This is the way, you're still bounding, but this is if you don't have cover in front of you. No cover in front of you, but concealment like this foliage here, or if you have no concealment. The man on the left and one guy in the middle is the buddy team. The guy next to the man on the left is one guy, and the guy on the far right is the buddy team. So that means that both guys are able to engage down range, center, and on the right. And another guy's able to engage down range, or center and to the left as well. Alright, go ahead and pause it here. This one you should be going to the actual helmet camera. Go ahead and skip it until you get to minute 200. 2 minutes.
Can you
Quick,
put
quick.
Sergeant, can you put the link in the thing?
Yeah.
Please? Thank you.
Certainly. It should be at minute 2.
Yes, Sergeant.
Go ahead, get play when you're ready. It's the point where you're getting on the actual enemy's position. Usually, you guys will either get in the whole fire team line as a fire team, you're pushed up. You notice that's another fire team about maybe I don't know how far, about 100, 200 meters away, right expresses fire. Alright, go ahead and stop it. Go ahead and exit out. Alright. Now, here's some things that was not in the video I want to point out, though, but does everyone get the gist of rushing? It doesn't really explain about rushing, but you see what rushing is, and does everyone get the kind of basics of rushing and how to move and bound? Yeah, right.
A-firm?
Now, when you're rushing, like I said, guys, you're going to hit the deck, and then if you can't see above when you're laying down or in prone, then you're going to go ahead and stand up. So let's go beer in front of me. I'm going to run. I'm going to hit the deck. Of course, I'm going to hit the deck, and then I'm going to stand up. All right, so some quick things you guys want to think about in fire team movement. That's not in this video, of course, though. It's about when you guys are given a formation to create, you just do it. So, Alpha bearing 087 in the fire team wedge. And Alpha will just start moving. Say, all right, fire team, we're moving 087. We'll create a fire team wedge, and then you'll just create it on the move. So, of course, Sergeant Stewart won't be running while he's moving. He's gonna go, of course, in a jogging pace like we always do. It's up to everyone in his fire team to run and create that formation while they're moving. You guys get what I mean?
A-firm. A-firm.
All right, now maneuvering. When we get into contact, you guys are going to see how to actually do maneuvering. It's going to be in the next video. I just want to talk about it as a fire team, as an actual fire team, as a squad, as a whole. Is that as soon as you take fire, if you're the maneuvering element, you're traveling Overwatch. When you hear the contact force coming from, so if he says direct front, that's you guys can say that as a directional bearing. You have to say the actual bearing. But if you say direct front, as long as we get direction first, immediately direct front, then Bravo can maneuver left or right. Now you should be in enough distance to maneuver without taking any fire and enemy not being able to see you. Now, at that point, as a fire team, you should know where's the best place for you to maneuver. So when you're walking or in a jogging or combat place, whatever you be in, before you take fire, you as fire team leaders, fire team members as well, to observe your surroundings. At the same time, look for any enemies in the movement. Now, your movement, if you saw that some good foliage and tree lines to our right, and then a minute later take fire, remember, okay, there's some good tree lines and foliage to our right, then you maneuver right. You want to take a wide berth, so get yourself about 30 to 50 meters away from Alpha when you're maneuvering the right-hand side. And get your squad in a wedge heavy left, of course, with the enemies in front of them. You guys know why you're going to wedge heavy left, correct? When you're maneuvering on the right side or left, you get your wedge on the opposite side because it allows for your maximum firepower on the side you're taking take contact from. You're going to move ahead until you're basically online with the enemy. That's where you guys got to communicate with Alpha or Bravo, let them know, hey, are we basically online with the enemy? And when they say yes, that's when you're going to break that wedge to form a fire team line facing left, which now will be to your front now, and then push enemies, and then what you're going to do next, of course, tell them to lift their fire. All right, next, fire team members, fire team members and fire team leaders, you must take point and movement and maneuver. If it has a buddy team, you got to take point. I should be the one taking point. That's what I mean by taking point. I should be the one directing you guys, telling them where to maneuver, because you guys are staying not out in open, but standing there online with another fire team. We got to actually maneuver. Sergeant Still said he would work exactly. So myself, it's what I do. I bring you guys with me maneuvering. Now, I know in the video we're about to go towards, it actually says that the squad leader were taking the fire team leader with you to maneuver. So this is something Sunshell does not want us to do. He wants you guys to actually maneuver, and myself follow behind you guys, or stick with the team that's doing the base of fire, along with Mike. So it's for you guys to maneuver on how you're supposed to be doing it, take point in your maneuvering, and actually try to go around and engage the enemy without my help. That's what this whole training focuses on, is doing that. So all we're going to do is maneuvering and get you guys used to maneuvering and how to be able to go through contact, what to do, what to think of right in a situation. So we're going through scenarios without fire. So, but once I believe we got everything down packed, then we'll go do a live fire, and you guys got to be able to maneuver through the fire. So that means either doing those fast rushes or pop smoke and try to go around. And you also could do that while in the town as well. And then lastly, take initiative in your maneuvering. So if you think there's a good building for you to run to, then do that or whatever. I should be the one trying to give that much information, but still, you have to rely on me, of course, though, as a squad leader and what you should do mostly. Let's go ahead and move down, scroll down to the bottom to squat and movement. All right, squat movement. So I got here about formations. And formations are interchangeable. Now in this video, it will tell you formations here about AR will be on the weak side or whatever, or AR will be on the strong side. Your formations are always interchangeable. Whatever you believe you want to put your AR at, go ahead and put it there. However, though, I always like to put my AR on the strong side because you got both your weapon systems on both sides, on the strong side as well. And if you guys haven't realized though, the M24, the Bravo, only shoots straight, doesn't fire in the arch, and the rocket doesn't fire in the arch. But the grenade launcher can fire in the arch, and that's the only special weapon side. So these were all our special weapon line we would take attack on our contact. But I mean, you guys get what I mean. Now in this video as well, it will focus on movement, maneuver techniques. What you guys need to do while in movement, what to keep mindful of your surrounding. How you should be spaced out in traveling Overwatch, or in traveling, or in bounding Overwatch. Then we'll go over some reaction contact. Now, some things that won't be focused on in the video is that what you want to take in mind when you see the part where they start actually maneuvering is that when they start maneuvering, that's when contact reports have already went out. So since contact reports goes out, that's when people will hear it. Fire team leaders, you will lead your maneuver element, not myself. Now, if you're taking fire, you can't maneuver, you pop smoke. Something you always want to keep in mind of is that whenever an element's covering you, you need to move. Should be two elements covering. It should be one element covering, another element moving. It should never be stagnant. Alright, I'm getting packet lost. Don't know the reason why. Probably because probably know the reason why. But whatever, I can't really fix that right now. Alright, so this is the last video we gotta watch. Then, of course, we'll go ahead and begin this. So go ahead and click that. Let me know you have it open.
Got it.
Got
Ready
it.
to go, Sergeant?
Alright, move to second 19. So 019.
Can anyone send the link?
Yeah.
So second 19019. Let us know when you have it open. Let's just talk it.
Okay, now.
Copy. Does it sound like I'm cutting out, or does it sound like my voice sounds like a robot? Which one does it sound like?
Cutting out.
Sounds
Sergeant.
like the
Cutting
latter.
Cutting out.
All right, so
The
that's just
latter
me.
for me
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
me releasing the hotkey, and I don't like doing push talk because I'm currently at home and people like to talk loud, very loud. So you have to deal with this until 3 weeks, and then I'll be using voice activation again. All right, so squat movements, formations. Go ahead and start it. All right, and just keep in mind for you guys to know, squad medic is not on there, but always imagine the squad medic with squad leader. This is something that will be decided by a platoon leader, platoon sergeant, when task force commander, along with squad, the platoon leader, and platoon sergeant when taking factors of METC on our route when making the operation order. And the reason I'm asking fire to the front and rear is because only one guy can engage enemy in front or rear. So that means that for all those you think that when your whole squad is on a skirmish line is not a straight line. You're actually in a squad wedge while engaging enemies in the skirmish line. But I know Overwatch is something a little different than what we teach here, but still makes the same purpose. So this is the actual spacing that we do when we're in movement. I don't have you guys for the element to get a little bit ahead. And he is correct, it's easier for me to control. If you guys start going the wrong bearing, it's for us to get back to the right bearing. I know. You see how squad. I'm sorry. As far as Jesus Christ, Smith. You see how far squad leader was ahead. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. So me and Girl can't be in front of you guys anymore. That hard. So bounding Overwatch, basically, you are bounding while in your movement. So we usually do bounding Overwatch. If we just took fire, there was no more. We believe we eliminated contact. So we'll go in bounding Overwatch for about a minute or so. Then when we believe the area is clear, we have taken no more fire. That's when we resume our movement and travel in Overwatch because we already know there's enemies in the area. Okay. We're almost done. Let's take fire. Bound just like that. Now I always like to do alternating bound. I like to do excessive bounding because alternating bound is much quicker and it's not that bad to do it. Sometimes we could also do bound. You guys can do it here or not. Sometimes we could do bound and rush for crossing through a large open field, but like I said, that takes time, forever. And plus, when we cross open field as a whole platoon, there's always one element that will stick behind and provide cover for the rest of the elements to move across. And one squad moving at a time, so we'd be running across the open field to the next tree line or whatever. Anyone have any questions with this video?
No, Sergeant.
Anybody have any questions with everything that was displayed in this document?
Thanks, Art.
Negative.
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 Sergeant Hartman, you said you have some established for me to do this demonstration instead of doing it on the airfield?
Yes. There we go. Yes,
Thanks,
Sergeant. The markers that we set up before.
Insert one?
The red flag behind you, AO1, will be the option you want to take.
Copy, thank you. Alright, gentlemen, go ahead and follow me. I'm on 3-1, by the way, Sergeant Hartman.
Ready to check freak 3-1?
Would you land clear for X331 over?
Roger.
Alpha reject for 132.1. Over.
Resueling with Charlie 122.1.
Copy out. Where are we going? AO1?
AO1, yep.
Copy it.
Okay, doke. This is what I'm gonna do.
Alpha reject frequency 132. Over.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do here now, in this next portion, I'm gonna take one fire team, and you're gonna pretend that you're a maneuvering element. That means that we're not gonna have a fire team on front doing base of fire, because of course you already know how to do a base of fire. I'm gonna shout out on the radio as if I'm squatting it, as if I'm the fire team that's in base of fire, giving out the location of the contacts. You're gonna maneuver as best as you can. We're gonna do it out in the open field, and we're gonna practice doing it in that tree line over there, or tree line over there, doesn't really matter. They're gonna do it together as a whole squad. All right. All right, and probably you follow, so you can see. All right, can I have one guy attach himself to Alpha? That way Alpha could just have one extra guy. Have 4 guys on the fire team.
Guerrero, you volunteered. Appreciate you volunteering. Step over to Alpha.
Just real quick. Yeah, I'm not going to switch to their net. Private Guerrero 132.2. I mean, 0.1.
1.
If he's even there.
Is he
Private
even
Guerrero.
here?
Yep. My game crashed.
Oh,
Alright,
rip. Alright, never
I'll
mind.
take care of this.
Sergeant Barry, thanks, Sergeant.
Get him, Patty.
So you got a grenadier now. 132.1. Alright, Alpha, just get yourself in a wedge, and then whenever you're ready.
Wedge up. Facing south.
We're going to
I'll be
move
back.
bearing of
Hey, from Heavy
175,
Gray.
so 175.
No shot. 175.
Alpha, this is actual. We're checking for X132 over.
Leave Charlie 5132. Over.
Roger out.
Alright, let's go Alpha. Let's start moving in bearing 164. Jogging
Push out.
pace. Weapons low.
164.
Moving.
Alright, make sure you space it out.
We're just moving along to see.
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay, well,
Contact front. Bearing 163. Squad size element.
Bravo, contact front. 163.
Ready for
Tree line. But we're doing the open field because it allows us better to move and see if we're going to do it right.
Copy it.
Alright, so go ahead and resume movement. Just same bearing 164.
Zero movement 164.
Copy, moving.
You're gonna immediately maneuver as soon as you hear that contact report.
Look at that for a formation. Oh,
Contact
good time.
front bearing 165, squad size element, 200 meters ahead. So Bravo's about 50 meters, so where I'm going to be at is where Bravo's at. So I'm Bravo. Alright, Alpha is Bravo. Contact's right up ahead of that tree line. 168, about 100 meters ahead of us.
Copy, pushing towards those contacts.
Copy. Keep pushing forward, Bravo. I'm in Alpha. I'll let you know when to push left. Now, something you want to do is keep communicating with your fire teams. You know where the contact's at, however, though, Alpha may not have eyes on them. So, as you notice, I'm communicating with Alpha, letting them know when they should push over, because I see them on the macro dagger. Now,
eyes on contacts. 128 for my pause.
We see you. We're gonna lift fire once you say so. We're gonna continue engaging the contact.
Bravo, lift fire. Alpha's pushing into those contacts.
Lifting fire.
Actual contacts clear.
Alpha. At this point, Alpha, you're moving east, send a buddy team east. You're gonna keep a buddy team on your position, watching security, and the other buddy team's gonna keep pushing east to make sure that the eastern side is clear. Now, you're gonna let Bravo know when your buddy team's set and watching down to the south, and then Bravo's gonna start moving on your position, okay?
Copy, Bravo, pushing a fire team east to clear out the stragglers.
Roger, Alpha, we're moving now. Now that fire team is pushing up east, just make sure all they have to do is push up 50 meters, 100 meters, and then they will move back on your...
Actual, Alpha is swept the area, no further contacts.
Roger, Alpha, Bravo.
Do is that you're actually going bound towards Alpha. Because the reason why I don't like having a fire team move up there, although he said that, the reason I like having a fire team move up there is because what if Alpha gets re-engaged? You will not be able to see what they can engage by. Now, no, Alpha could probably just hold their line and engage the enemy that they get fired by. Of course, you can maneuver. So there's two things we could do. But essentially, though, what I'm saying here is that I never want two elements to move. Because what makes it hard for me to do is now I'm trying to figure out who should I hold and who should I have to move. So I will never know who has the better eyes on the contacts. Sergeant Harmon?
I think it's Sergeant Smith. Just a quick... Okay, whoever's hot mic can cut it out.
Sorry about that.
So just a quick comment on this topic, guys. Remember that this whole topic is situationally dependent, yeah? Right now, we're talking about a situation with pretty heavy tree cover. We got long grass. Like our sight lines, if you look out that way, the actual effective distance that we can see is pretty low. Then on our current FTX, you know, if you're in the riverbed where it's dry, no trees, dead flat as far as the eye can see, then obviously each element can move further and still be covered by the other element. So this is where it comes down to you team leaders to keep talking to each other and talking to actual. So let's say that Alpha's pushing up and Bravo is a base of fire. Bravo, as soon as you start to feel even the slightest bit like you can no longer support Alpha, you need to be like, hey Alpha, hold there, we're starting to lose eyes on you, we need to push up. That's something that you guys can really easily see and coordinate between each other just by keeping your eyes open, just by paying attention to the element that you're covering and making that call. Take the initiative. The second that you think you can't cover them anymore, they need to stop. It doesn't really matter what that distance is. That could be 12 meters, that could be 200 meters. That was all I had. Thanks, up.
Alright, so let's remember bringing that topic. Actually, something I have never thought about showing you guys, but this is something I need to show you guys right now. So when Alpha in a skirmish line facing north. Sergeant Patty, thank you for filling in with Alpha. Go ahead and attach yourself back to Bravo. So yeah, anywhere just face north, no, so behind us. So face behind us right now. Alright, Bravo. Go ahead and put yourself up a little bit forward. Just get yourself in that tree line right there. You see that? Just get yourself in a line as well.
Still waiting on G, aren't we?
Yeah, he's coming. He's walking over here.
Alright, so everyone let me know if you can hear me. Can everyone hear me?
Firm.
Alright. This is something I want to show. No. Alright, now Alpha Bravo's in your spot. Alright. Let's fix this again. Alpha, just move back southeast. So right there. Move right here on this foliage over there, Alpha. And just get in a skirmish line facing north. Slope north right there. So what I'm simulating right now is, of course, Bravo tried to maneuver, but guess what? We're pretending that Alpha has no longer eyes on Alpha can no longer cover Bravo, so Bravo has to wait and hold. Okay? Alright. Sorry. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. So remember how I said that before you guys stand up from crouching, you gotta roll to the right, right? Because if you stand up and start running, basically just putting yourself in enemy fire, am I correct?
Correct.
Alright. Lying down, alright. Yep, correct. So when Bravo's maneuvering, of course the enemy does not see Bravo, but they see Alpha. So Alpha at no point cannot push forward unless they want to put themselves in enemy fire and want to kill themselves. Now we know most of us do not want to end our lives very early, want to go back home. So what's a good way to roll left or right, even though we can't actually roll right? What's an actual maneuver technique? There's a name for it. Not hooking. So bounding forward, you do what? Power Girl, you should know this. You just did day 2 last week.
Peeling, Sergeant.
There you go, peeling. Alpha's gonna peel right on the left side, right, until left hand, the far right. So let's say, who's that? I don't know who that is. I'm pointing at, but this guy right here,
Sergeant Stewart,
has peeled. So so you guys only gonna peel right one time. So when this guy peels, that's when they'll start pushing forward. They shouldn't really be in enemy fire, or if the cover's close to them, or very close to them. So.
Peeling, last man.
So go ahead and peel to that tree line.
Peeling, last man.
Remember, when you hear last man, you keep moving. They'll start keep peeling stuff over there. You're right. As soon as you hear last man, that's when you should be moving. Special docket, go. Go, special docket. Go. Go. There you go.
Last man.
It's almost like they're getting it.
Yep. Alright, you hold there, the tree line. Now you're at the tree line. Now you're gonna bound up. A good spot where you can cover Bravo, so start bounding up. So Bravo, you can still stay there. Alpha, push up 100 meters to you at the edge of that tree line you're on right now. Okay, let me show them better. So move north. Yeah, move north to the edge of the tree line so you can see. So pretend that you can see after you pass this tree line right here, okay? And you notice, guys, we're only 50 meters apart. Not even that far apart, actually. Now, Alpha, go ahead and stay on the radio. Bravo, we're set, covering you. Go ahead and move when ready.
Bravo Alpha set, you're free to move, your discretion.
Hey, phone.
Alright, Bravo, go ahead and start bounding up. Now, we're going to bound because of the purpose of I wanted us to bound instead of peeling. So now we're going to go over and move towards bounding Overwatch or trotting Overwatch. We took fire. Both elements are being engaged. So time for us to start bounding towards the enemy. So Bravo bound. You gotta do 3-second rushes because there's no cover in front of you. Come on, talking to radio, let's go.
Moving.
Alright, Tals, ready? Moving.
All of you together. I guess Sergeant Lee's not there. He's off comms. Yep, and you're on whisper. Everyone should be moving. The whole fire team. Remember when I say that you're being covered, the whole fire team can move. The time we have to bound by a buddy team is the fact if you're taking too much fire, then you'll bound as a buddy team. But we're taking light fire right now. 3-second rush. Be hitting the deck. Hit the deck. Hit the deck. You're out in the open. Think they can still hear me over there? Probably not.
Nope.
Alright, you hit the ground.
Bravo holding at the top of this, whatever this is. There's no cover anywhere else.
Your copy. Keep simulating it. I'm just gonna talk over the simulation. So I'll get you bounded now. Alpha Bravo says you're covered. So when you guys are ready, here's why you don't stop while you're.
Yes, push north.
Hey, fool.
Bravo, we push a past your hole in here.
Hey, Phil, you set?
Alpha set.
Right, move. North.
Bravo moving.
Marks, hold it here. Actually, hold it here. Go ahead, reconsolidate on me.
Alright, you mind helping me out real quick? Copy. Alright, you're not yelling by the way, Mike. Or can you do that well? Just go on beside me, Mike. Beside me. Alright. So I'm gonna show you guys what I mean actually. So pretend we're spaced out 50 meters apart like how Bravo and Alpha is, right? So me and Mike will talk on squad net, so you guys will talk squad net if you want to go ahead and do that. So when the order is given to bound, you guys say alternate excessive bounding, we'll say excessive bounding. No cover in front of you. You're gonna do 3-second rushes. So I'm up, they see me, I'm down, you're gonna hit the deck. Now if you feel as if you want to push up further, then you're gonna say, hey Alpha, we're down, but we're gonna push up a little more ahead. Or can you still cover us? And they're gonna say yes or no. And then they say yes, they're gonna bound up again. I'm up, they see me, then hit the deck, I'm down. Think you're far enough? Alright, Alpha, we're setting covering. Alright, so go ahead and simulate it. Bro, probably gonna be Alpha, I'll be Bravo.
While we're
Yes,
on that, is say fucking do your rush. See this post is here, and you're supposed to fucking lay down here. Don't continue that rush to that pole. Fucking crawl to the cover.
Thank you, Mike.
Don't extend your rust.
Thank you, Mike. Crouch to cover, and then you're gonna crouch. Now, when you guys are crouching, you hit the deck. You cannot shoot past this foliage. I do not expect you to just stay down landing, of course. Limit laying down. Crouch, and then engage the enemy. Of course, they're gonna be able to see you, but at least you got some type of concealment as well that could cover your body, so it should only see your head. Especially if you're in an incline like this, it should only see your head when if they're a little further away. All right, so Mike, you ready?
Ready to go.
Copy. All right, covering. Go ahead and move. Remember talking squad, if someone will hear you that much.
Got you covered.
Roger. I'm gonna move a little bit before they're hit. Covering still?
Cover.
Covering, go ahead.
Moving. Set, covering.
Roger. Alright, thank you, Mike. Go ahead and reconsolidate over here.
Ah, god damn it.
Now, I know I forgot to do the roll thing when I'm supposed to roll and move, but still, you guys get the gist of it. And I do not expect you guys to do it perfect, especially in the battlefield. When we're getting fired, we don't be thinking about the little tiny critique. Did we all get it? Any questions?
Right.
Honest questions, opinions. I really don't care if you put down my dignity all the way down to 0. But any questions, comments? Be serious here.
Negative, Sergeant.
Copy. We're all here to make sure we get things perfect. No need to sugarcoat anything. All right, let's go ahead and get Alpha on my right, Bravo on my left.
Heavy right.
Hey, you don't have to space out that much. When we get fire, we'll space out. space, and actually, I do actually want to our portion now.
Oh, wrong side.
All right, so either one of you two decide who's covering and who's moving. Sergeant Stewart and Sergeant Lee, you two decide who's covering, who's moving.
I'm moving this time since you did it last time.
Bravo pushing out. Cover Bravo the advance.
Covering.
You said Alpha? Right, Bravo moving. Rush it, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, drop. Set. Alpha move.
Alright, so you got him.
Push past Bravo, 3 second drop.
Check net.
Fuck. Push past Bravo.
Sergeant Harmon?
Alpha set.
Alpha, your turn.
If you could do Sergeant Smith the favor of putting
Alpha, your
down some obstacles, like one Hesco barrier, if you want to, 1 or 2.
Moving.
Sure, whereabouts?
Go ahead and put down a live contact. I don't want them to move to a field with contacts there. So let's do that. Go
Alpha,
put a
your
Hesco
turn.
barrier ahead to the south and put a live contact. Let you know when it starts.
Alright, Bravo, go ahead and hold it there once you make your way to the last drop. Alright, hold it there. Consolidate on me. Consolidate on me. Index, index, index.
Moving to you.
Stop. Jesus Christ.
I hold her 1 second. Sergeant Harmon, can you still hear me? Well, if you can hear me, Sergeant Harmon, when you put that guy down, put him invincible so if we shoot him, he can't die. When we get to about 50 meters, 100 meters from him, then remove him from invincibility, and then we can take him out. If you can hear me, Sergeant Harmon. That's what we done it. Alright, go ahead and reload your magazines.
So, Sergeant Smith,
Yeah, Sergeant Harmon.
can you just clarify what you want where then? Do you want...
So just put a Hesco barrier at any random spots on the left or right.
Mhm.
So one fire team will be able to have a Hesco barrier by the time they get there. So they'll be the lucky one. I want you to put a contact in that tree line up ahead. Make it a little hard for us since we have to actually push the tree line. Make him invincible until we get about 50 meters up there. And then you can remove the invincibility from him, and then that way we'll be able to take him out.
Solid copy.
Alright, thank you, Sergeant Harmon. Are y'all ready to shoot at something?
Firm, Sergeant.
Always.
Alright. Remember, mistakes always happen. I'm not here to yell at you very hard. I'm just here to point them out.
Oh.
If I make a mistake, point it out too as well. Is that behind us or in front of us, Sergeant Harmon?
It's behind you, he's not going to hit you.
Oh, to the north? Oh, so we're moving north, south?
Alright.
Oh no, sorry. Like, it's stand by, it's to your south.
Oh, copy, okay. Alright, we're standing by.
Holy shit, mate, calm down.
Alright, contact area 155. Bravo, start moving. Alpha cover.
Smoke out on the left side. Move left. We're gonna move towards the closest tree line. Wait for
Bravo, move, push out.
Right, on my mark.
Alright, Bravo, you have cover. You have concealment down in front of you. You go ahead and start moving. More about bounding. You should be able to get there. Start taking fire, Bravo, advise, and go ahead and drop down to the ground. Start taking fire. Bravo, put you up ahead about 50 meters, 600 meters. Or never mind, Bravo's in fire. Alright, Bravo, base of fire. Alpha, go ahead and start moving pop smoke.
Hey.
Alright, the wind's going to the other, so when you're popping, cover you. You got to pop it while you're moving out. Hey, Alpha, that tree line right there. Try to move a little bit. If you got it. Alright, who you want to move with? Bravo or Alpha?
Alpha's moving.
Who should we move
White
to?
smoke is covering our eyes. We don't see him anymore.
White smoke.
Roger, Bravo. You can't cover them then. Alpha
Bravo
hold.
was suppressed.
Copy, Bravo, try to maneuver and see if you can cover.
The best place to be is right where we're at. Here, specifically right here, you can see both of your fires. I mean,
Bravo's heading slowly towards the south.
That sounds more south, Bravo. Alpha's shifting far.
been engaged from another contact. Wait one for Barry. Seems like it's the same tree line due southwest of us.
Copy.
Southwest.
Hey,
break Alpha, this is an actual break. Are you getting engaged from that tree line to the south?
Negative.
If not, I need you to peel left, make your way to that tree line to your left-hand side. Start peeling now, over.
Copy.
Guy's down. Do you want another one?
Stop shooting on that tree line, over.
The guy's down. Do you want another one?
Alpha, are you pushing in to clear contacts or are we doing it?
no, we're gonna clear it out.
Alpha
Okay,
maneuvering, you start pushing.
Bravo, Bravo, this is actual break. What's the location of that contact you saw, over?
They're directly in front of Alpha right now, over.
Roger, Bravo. Alpha, advise when you see the contact and see if he's down, then clear up the position and let Bravo move to you, over. And Bravo, if Alpha's already on the position to contact, start moving to Alpha's position now.
Let's go, Mike.
G north.
East.
Good copy, actual.
Bravo Alpha's pushing into that tree line.
Did he not find him?
Hey, full. Let's get into this tree line southeast of us. I don't want to be out in the open.
Wrong net.
Fire and maneuver. Those are the ones that actually showed us. Like, those are real world.
That's
White
why
smoke
I
on my
put it in the document.
Disregard
Yeah, no,
smoke.
they're worth watching, but there have
Alpha,
been
you in
few,
contact?
amends.
Negative, that was radar
corrections.
smoke.
Yeah,
okay.
they've made corrections to it over time.
Copy.
You know what's interesting about that is those are made on Arma 2's engine.
Made in what?
Arma 2's engine.
Oh.
Yeah, those are whatever.
Alpha,
the
Bravo,
government
index,
version-
rally on my position, over.
So whenever they make an Arma game, they make two versions, one for public and one for the government, and that was the government's version.
Oh, they actually give it to the government?
Consolidating.
They have a different version. It's much more. It doesn't look as good, but it has a lot more capabilities. Like they have they're working on a full 360-degree map of the world for this one, but it's going to cost I think it's $2,000 a copy.
Yep, that's me, man.
That is cool as
No,
shit.
but it's for the government.
I don't think it's that much money though.
No, because it's not just one per person. It's for an entire battalion.
Oh, that is true. Never mind. It is a lot of money. All right, where's the guy, Sergeant Hartman?
Well, there was two. There was because you guys pushed up on him so quick.
Right,
Yeah,
cool.
there's a guy over there, and then there's a guy over here behind us as well.
Oh, so there's two. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, first guy got wiped out in like 2.5 fucking seconds. So.
Thanks, Sergeant Hartman. All right, so some things I've seen done correctly, and incorrectly. First off, kind of wish you guys would have moved without me telling you. You know, when you get engaged by contacts, like I said, you have to move immediately. Someone has to cover it, someone has to bounce. Say it, Sergeant Lee?
I just wasn't sure when the exercise started.
Oh, copy. That is my fault.
I was waiting for the start mark.
Yeah, that is my fault. I should have told you guys that you're clear to move, and that's my fault. So I retract that back. A mistake made on my error. Now, but to continue though, Bravo, you maneuver on the left-hand side, pop smoke, and as soon as you saw the guy, of course, you don't want to keep moving, because that's a good thing, because soon enough, he will see you. So you guys decided to hit the deck and started engaging the guy. And let Alpha to move, and Alpha moved. But one thing I saw correctly was that someone decided to move out of the open. Remember, when you're moving, there's an open in front of you, there's no concealment in front of you, you gotta pop smoke to allow yourself to maneuver without the enemy seeing you. And then when you come past the smoke, so going around and not between it or through it, you lay down, try to regain eyes on the enemy. Which is what you guys did. You guys started engaging the enemy, and then Bravo pushed up forward, so they're basically directly online with the enemy, shifted their fire to their right flank. Then Alpha went to clear it out. So everything done what I saw correctly. Now Mike pointed something out to me. Of course, he wouldn't know this, I wouldn't. Now, a good spot for Mike and I to stay, you notice we're behind escrow barriers. Myself and Mike were able to see both of your movements and see where you're moving towards. At the same time, we're able to cower behind cover. Well, not cower, but at least protect ourselves behind cover. And if need be, try to call. At the same time, I'm still able to call for the squad to maneuver on enemy as well and flank for different position if we ever get outmaneuvered or whatever that may happen. Mike, anything you saw as well in any improvements, you know, from an actual textbook way?
Well, one of the fire teams, like I said, when we were up there, was concealed by smoke. The best thing is I see this all the fucking time, getting a little bit of a I take a step back for the most part. Is one of the most important things you come under contact is all the time is get online. I see people like not intentionally, just like kind of getting left behind. The first thing you always want to do, take any kind of contact, is I mean, if you lose your rifle, you go back to get it, right? Well, if you lose a guy, you got to go back to get him. So the best thing to do is just to get rid of that possibility. Everyone needs to be online before you move, and it shouldn't take long. It should take 30 seconds. It should be y'all get the first time you take contact, you drop. Y'all get your asses up here, get online. Then you decide what your movement should be. But you shouldn't have to say anything. When anybody takes a shot, everybody should know. Get online with team. And then squad leaders should move up. If you're all hit the dirt, squad leaders should move up. Our team leader said, or whoever called the report and say, hey, what you see? What's going on? This should be like a 2-minute before we're engaging. This should be very short. Like engagement should be popping off, rifles should be moving, and there should be talk between squad leader and whoever called contact report. So always get online because you are much more effective with 3 rifles and a saw than you are with just 2 rifles and your saw is sucking wind back there trying to catch up to y'all. So always make sure you got everybody with you. You're the most deadly. It's like when a man goes down, some of you guys are hesitant to move. Same thing. If he's still behind you, it's the same as him being down. He's not going to engage effectively. He's going to be all fucking winded when he gets up here, and he's not going to be able to shoot accurately. So make sure y'all are online. That's all I really got.
Thank you, my Sergeant Harmon. From a trooper's eye view.
Negative. I was remote controlling for most of that, so I didn't really see a lot. Yeah, no specific comments at this time.
Copy. Thanks, Sergeant. Anyone think any improvements you want to do yourself or think we should do the squad from what you just saw from there? Okay, dope. Any questions, comment? Oh, Sergeant Patty, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant. Question for Staff Sergeant Hardman. Did you enjoy the 40 mic up the ass?
Holy fuck, that was close. You are hereby banned from 40 mics for the rest of this training.
Alright. All's fair. We're all good. Go ahead and reload those magazines. We're going to start moving. Bearing 900 tree. Take point. Bravo. About your maneuvering. Alpha, get you 57.5 meters ahead of Bravo. Bravo, I'll let you know when to start moving.
Hey,
Let's get this done.
Push out 293.
Wedge on me, strong right.
Alpha, Bravo, Alpha Star.
There you go.
Go to wrong bearing.
Wrong bearing, Alpha. Shift your bearing, 201, 201.
3-2, this is Aries on 3-1.
Send it.
Yeah, be advised, I'm gonna jump in, I'll see time now.
Oh, good. Copy, Sigler.
Let's start moving.
Alright, Bravo, let's go. If you see me stopping, just keep moving.
Confirm you said strong right.
Front left, 175. Correction, 150.
April. Bravo's moving to your right side. We're going to be engaging them on the side.
Copy.
Send it.
Alright, hold the fire real quick. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. Ceasefire.
Alright, Bravo, on me.
Grace, you're able to have them stop firing?
Yeah, they've stopped, they've stopped.
Alright, they stopped firing. Don't fire anymore.
Okay, Bravo, don't worry about
push
peeling
back
over, just
northeast.
move over.
Alpha, just hold your position.
A quick question. Did you guys hear where the contact report was given?
Nope. I just saw traces over there, so I ran over there.
Copy, right. So Alpha said they were taking fire to the left, so I'm assuming somewhere down here about 50 meters up ahead. So you didn't hear him, of course, so that's not your fault anyway, because the fire was going out, so you didn't hear what he said. So I can't really critique you on this, but come here. Now, if you heard what he said, they're taking fire to the front left, which is somewhere around there. When you guys are over here, the best bet for you is push up here. Hey, Sergeant Arma, you have their weapons removed, right? The contacts?
That's an A-firm, Sergeant. I've just deleted the guy up there, so you're all clear.
If my assumption is correct. Like I said, this is something I don't expect you guys to know. Like I say every time, whenever you're doing a job above you, you start to realize how to do the job below you better.
Oh, you fuck. There we go.
Alright, so one guy is dead already. Right down there, you see him? I don't know if he's laying down. I think there's only one guy. I thought there was two. I guess there's only one.
Yeah, the second guy refused to stop shooting, so I just deleted him, but he was basically right beside his buddy.
Copy. So, Alpha was able to engage him quickly. Alright, so, you guys get what I mean there? So, they said front left, so somewhere... So, if there's on the left side, then you might just push forward left, because then you either get hit head-on from him, or he'll be on your right flank.
Faithful.
Copy, alright. Alright, one more Sergeant Harmon, and then we'll go to the live fire. Put him further southwest.
Other copy, southwest.
Copy.
Alright, Alpha, go ahead and move up here.
Push up.
And the reason I had to stop it because I already knew there we had to start bounding, and that's not what I wanted to do. We had to bound up here because now you guys would have put yourself on the line of sight of the enemy, and then I wanted us to bound. I want us to actually be able to maneuver. Alright, it's going to be Alpha's turn to maneuver. Bravo, you're going to take point. Go ahead and start heading at a bearing of break 208. So up that incline up there. Hopefully you don't get shot with me before we even push up the incline. Go ahead and start moving up there when you're ready.
Wedge strong.
Take your time. Alright, Alpha, you're going to fall in behind Alpha. I'll let you know when to move, okay? You're going to be in a maneuvering element now. Oh, actually, the other guy. Oh, he's right there.
What bearing are you heading out?
208.
203. 08, Sergeant.
Alright, when you guys give out the directions of it, try to say it multiple times. This way, we can hear it.
Good gunfire. We might need to raise our volume voices. Alright, let's go. Alpha. So they say it's
push out.
good for us to go 50 meters.
3-2, this areas.
Go ahead.
Likely to engage?
Ever.
Roger.
Contact southeast of us on the left side.
Rush contact
South within 50 meters.
Bravo Alpha's moving, Bravo Alpha moving,
Do it. See how many
left.
are getting online.
Bravo, how far are those contacts?
I want to say within 50 meters of us, 100 meters maybe.
Copy, Alpha is starting to push south.
Be advised, he's down directly on top of that yellow smoke.
We'd have them cleared out.
I know, just letting you know.
Look how they're online now.
Yeah, I see.
Watching the live fire, take a look at it. I guarantee you, like it's hard to do 100% of the time. It's one of those things that we train for days and days and days and days, weeks and weeks and months, and it's
Alpha,
still
you
hard
done?
to do. But
The thing is,
No sign of contacts.
that's why I made it a goal to have it beat into the head. So that's why the next Cubby Squadron is all gonna be reaction contact. Because I'm telling you, I feel like.
Actual Bravo.
But when I was a team leader, I always knew how to maneuver. I think these guys still know how to maneuver, so I have to keep on going over and over again.
Actual Bravo.
They maneuver once they're aligned.
Make sure, Bravo, make sure the position is clear. Let's see traffic.
Actually, this is Bravo. Are we moving again after these contacts are clear? Same
Roger.
bearing?
If once your Alpha tells you shift your fire, go ahead and start moving to Alpha's position. You're no longer able to support anyone, so you must not stay in that
Bravo,
position.
you might as well start shifting now. I don't see any contacts that are already out of out. Can't really see you anymore.
Good copy, Alpha. We're catching up to you. Right to your right, actually.
It's gotta be perfect, you know. Soon enough, they'll get it. Like, no.
Yeah, the thing is,
southeast. So let me push southeast.
but you can
Shifting bearing 208.
You can imagine that. You know, it takes time to fucking report the
Oh, I
contact.
know. That's why. That's
to get
why
online.
I'm gonna keep on doing it until like they're able
Exactly, and it gets faster and faster. In the point where when we were done training at the end of our fucking term of doing this stuff, it was immediate. Like while they're getting online, the squad leader would be moving. It's not like it has to be one thing is done and the next thing is done. Everything can happen at once, and 2 minutes sounds like a long time, but when you got guys covering you and shooting, it's really not that bad. But I mean, I'd rather take a 2-minute lapse to see what's happening than just throw forces at it immediately and take more losses or use more ammo than we need. No, iFire is fine. It's a good place to see where you're at. We've been doing sandbox for quote unquote an hour and a half, give or take. But it's always just to watch.
So what I'm doing like next week is that I'm gonna
Bravo Alpha's falling behind you.
Hey, full.
First, I should someone to be squad leader, and I'm gonna show them basically how to maneuver like immediately. So take fire, like things to think of. All right, Alpha Bravo index.
Index. Rally on my position.
Index, rally on Sergeant Smith, strictly south.
Are you able to pull to us and ammo crate as well?
Pole's here, the resupply box is at the other end of the pole.
Copy, thank you.
Like on top?
So,
Yeah.
Move back to the AO1, right?
No, so if you go straight to the insert position at AO2 is held by friendlies.
Copy. Alright. Alright, so rally on me.
Sergeant.
Yep, I am on whisper. Alright, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Testing,
Yep.
testing, alright. So, alright, so, like I said, I don't think you guys get this immediately, during day one. I'm gonna do a lot more practice until we actually know. As soon as fire goes off, you already know immediately where to maneuver and how to maneuver. And it's my whole life, my whole goal to do that. If it takes me a year to get to platoon sergeant, or 3 months, or a month, whatever, I'll make sure you guys get that thing in your head and how to maneuver. Because I think something is very crucial to keep our movement assistant, but effective. Next week, what I'm doing is that I'm going to have someone squad lead, and I'm going to be acting as fight leader on both teams. So I'm do it one team, another team. So you guys can see what I mean by as in maneuvering. So something you guys will get in your head and how to maneuver. So you hear there's contacts southwest, southeast. All right, let me maneuver right if it's southwest immediately. Contact southeast, I maneuver left immediately. But you guys get used to it. I just want you guys to remember as team leaders, not team members, but team leaders. Every time it's contacts, always put in your head, okay, maneuvering, and then listen to where the fire is coming from. Because when you guys are walking, usually if we're walking and jogging pace, there really isn't that much talk on the radio. Teamnet and squadnet is what I hope should be that much foolishness on the radio. So it should give you guys enough time to be able to hear where the contact port's coming from. Then be able to maneuver quickly enough without tuning in on actual our team's position. Alright, see here. Alright, I don't want to point anything wrong, but I'm gonna have Sergeant Arma, are you able to record everything on bird's eye view? If you, as best as you can still operate the AI, but just recording.
Yep.
You can do.
I'm not going to be doing much remote controlling, so my helmet cam will show you everything you need to know after the fact.
Copy. Thank you, Sergeant Arma. All right.
No problem.
Like I said, guys, this is just this whole training sandbox portion. So I'm going to say sandbox portion. You're learning once again how to do reaction contact, and then next week you're going to see it demonstrated by myself, and then the week after that, we're actually going to do it. So a whole long live fire portion of reaction contact. Whole 2 hours long of a live fire. And we're going to stop every time we do it wrong and recorrect whatever else. Alright, go ahead and teleport to, is it AO2 or FOB?
Before we TP, I'd prefer to brief you here. It's just going to be quieter.
Copy out, thank you. Yep, go ahead.
Do you want me to just brief you or tell everyone?
Go ahead, tell everyone.
Okay, cool. So if everyone open your maps, look to the east down near the river, you'll see a marker for Havoc 3-1. Havoc 3-1 are currently mounted up in 2 gun trucks holding a secure LZ for us, and that's where we're heading to. Just north of that, you'll see a marker for the last known position of Phoenix. Phoenix has crashed roughly in this area, and we need to locate the crash bird, and we need to demo it because Intel reports that some of its super secret technology stuff may be recoverable. We also have intel that the local insurgent force has decided that securing themselves a Black Hawk would be a great idea. And it's like fucking all their Christmases have come at once. So they have this shit on lockdown with patrols and scouts all around to both make sure we don't get the Black Hawk back and also to try and find the pilots who did make it out alive. So the area is crawling with 2-man patrols as they try and hunt that down and also stop us getting our bird back. So your objective is simple, get to the back Black Hawk and blow it the fuck up so they can't have it.
Thanks, Sergeant Harm. So, not much, of course, is going towards location. Of course, every time we're moving, always remember traveling Overwatch. 100 meter spacing, because 100 meter spacing, you can still see the fire team in front of you and gives you enough time to react.
Oh, sorry, Sergeant. One thing I forgot to mention, maybe relevant for your planning, the Black Hawk is still smoking, so you want to be looking for the smoke column rising from the crash.
Copy. And what's the trajectory of the plane was going?
It was heading north. It was returning to fob shifty at the time.
Copy. So it's heading north. So that means that when it got shot down, then it might be north of the last location. So it might be an open field. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not sure if it got shot down or if they just hit a tree. We haven't had comms with the pilot, but their Blue Force trackers have they were active for a couple of minutes and then they got shut down. So.
Good copy. All right. So I would tell you guys to either maneuver left, maneuver right, and just maneuver that certain section. Sergeant Patty, you have something? I saw you thing light up.
Apologies, Staff Sergeant. I just want to let
yeah, whisper, Sergeant.
He is bleeding. Just letting Private Stone know he's bleeding.
Oh god.
What a ass blood.
Holy shit.
Oof. Got what's called when you're when you thought you had your baby but it's gone and it goes down. Got what that's called.
That's why every IFAC comes with a tampon.
There you go. I was not miscarriage. Don't worry about it.
You ever have that not so fresh?
Alright, go ahead and lock and load. Even though you're gonna be resupplying at the base, but go ahead and teleport to AO2. 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 AO2.
Teleport to AO2.
I don't have a grenade launcher for a reason for the Grenadiers start using a grenade launcher. And now I'm realizing that I forgot Alpha doesn't have a Grenadier.
I'm gonna pick up
Copy. I think we'll pick it up as an arsenal box. So just stick with the wrap.
Alpha Bravo is actually letting me know when you're ready to move over.
Mike, remind me to use thermals.
Make sure you refill smokes.
So, do you keep your mini-map up the entire time?
Yep, Android, yep.
Yeah, I usually do.
Can't fucking take smokes for some reason.
Ooh, free morphine.
Or that would
Oh, there we go.
turn my hands like it down there and shit.
Honestly, DL, I really don't care. Like, I don't give a shit if it's fucking floating there. It helps. I don't give a shit. I've been through this shit where I had like fucking a compass and a fucking pencil. That was enough for me.
Bravo,
I get any kind
advised, Grenadier now
I don't know
has
how
4
shitty it
times
is until I put you in the
HEDP
middle of a
rounds,
fucking
10
forest like
times
this, gives you a
standard
map
40
and a
millimeter
fucking
rounds.
pencil.
We said it's correct.
The advice Havoc 3 SOP says increase the maximum number of HEDP
Alpha said.
to 25.
My fucking worst memory from basic training by far.
Actually, combined with the smoke rounds, that would become 25 maximum.
Actually, no. Nightland map was the worst.
Yeah, I have not updated my
Nightland
basic
now?
Rifleman
Yeah,
Grenadier
so what you did is you went
to
out there
current
at
SOP,
fucking
so working with
probably
what I
Yeah,
got.
it's good.
2 o'clock in the
I highly
afternoon,
doubt we're
made
gonna
you
be
run
in
the course,
like against
and
overwhelming
then you'd
numbers.
fucking sit there. You'd sit there and do nothing. You just sit there.
Bravo set.
Wait for the sun to go down. Then they'd make you do the full thing over again with different coordinates at night. You could only use
Roger,
red
Bravo.
flashlights. It was fucking garbage. I hated it.
I'm gonna look for a town and go to town here. Natural light.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, you both set again. Go ahead and check in again.
Alpha
Bravo
said.
set.
Copy.
You guys say night.
One.
3 hours later. What?
Nothing changed.
Alright.
It's still daytime.
Like my magic trick.
Alpha, take us out. Bravo falling behind at a bearing of 304. Remaining squad column.
304.
Up column.
No, 304
04, over.
following Alpha. Oh, that's a steep incline.
Oh shit.
Heavy left or
My
304.
stam's gonna be shit.
Heavy left.
It'll be fun.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Bravo, Alpha the South Command.
Hey, Phil, that's a shit climb, man.
It sure is.
It sure is.
Let's go, Mike. Actually,
This is why I prepared you guys to do those launches for something like this. Go, Bravo.
Let's give it like 5 seconds.
Well, I guess they went into a wedge.
Uno,
But
dos,
3.
cuatro.
Alright, stop counting, let's go. Strong left.
Copy that.
Bravo, once we're top of the slope, we're gonna hold till you catch up.
Hey, Phil.
Do zigzag. I don't care about the formations right now. Just get the zigzag to be off this hill. Oh, off this incline.
Copy.
Just make sure you guys still space out.
They should just, if they get in a good spot, they should be able to see that. Yeah, be able to see the smoke out there. Nice.
Bravo Alpha's holding current pause.
Hey, Phil.
Bravo, can you tell them that a little part of my soul dies every time I hear them?
Hey, I'll tell them to continue then.
Appreciate it. I always knew you were here for me.
Alpha, we're caught up.
Copy. Push out.
Alpha Bravo, this is actual. Make sure you follow on the side of this hills and inclines wherever you see. Let's not go on the top of the hills. We don't want to skyline ourselves. Over.
Bravo copies.
Alpha copies.
Alright, Bravo, make sure you guys space it out with a tree line. Want to space as much as possible.
Working on it.
I didn't expect them to take the fucking long
Keep
way
your
out.
suspicious awareness. Look around you. I want to see nothing popping up out of nowhere.
They might be hitting this MSR maybe? That should be interesting.
Alright, make sure let's adjust our bearing 30.
Faithful.
Disregard. Follow the side of this hills. I know it'll take us a while to get there, but still we have a good advantage of being in the elevation.
Copy of fallen or reach Arlington Road.
Hold on, Bravo. You see enemy squads northeast. Alpha, you're maneuvering. Bravo, base of fire. Alpha, I need you to start pushing south. I'll copy.
Alpha, pushing
Bravo,
south, he's down
engaging 2 times. 1 time. 2 dead.
Alpha, sweep it out. Move direct east. Over.
Copy, pushing into those contacts, eyes on.
Scratch and Alpha, you get engaged to your rear?
No, that was us firing on the close contact.
Copy, right. Keep clearing it out.
Top of the hill, contact.
Copy,
Getting
Bravo,
eyes
you
out.
still cover Alpha as they push up.
We'll try. We got him.
Copy, if you're not able to cover Alpha, let them know so you start pushing as well. Over. And Bravo, I need you to get some guys watching security to the northwest as well. And I'm gonna think come up from our rear now. Over.
On it.
Bravo, can you still cover
pushing
Alpha?
Pushing up the top of the ridge.
Alpha's over the top of the ridge now. We can't see him.
We're not quite over there. We're just pushing at the top. We're gonna hold here. You can push up on us.
Come on, mate, let's go.
Bravo, start peeling.
On it.
There we go. Oof, they're pushing out way far. Okay. Guys, was support guys.
Alpha, you said looks clear down this slope.
Don't have any eyes. Don't have any quarter contacts.
Copy. Break. Alpha, go ahead and resume your movement. Move, bearing, break. 281, Bravo fall in behind him. Squad column steel. Child and overwatch. 75 meters, 100 over.
Good.
281.
They're gonna basically look to cut back across the road because 281 is like that. So yeah, they'll be looking to cut just maybe here, just past the bend.
Bravo, this is actual. Make sure you're behind me, not beside me. Over.
Haifa, we'll try.
Alpha, this is actual. Make sure you be mindful of the location of the last zone of the Phoenix, and then adjust yourself accordingly. Over. While keeping us on this slope.
Contacts 205.
Roger, rebounding there. Rebounding.
Bravo, eyes on. Engaging.
Copy out, Bravo bound.
2 dead so far.
Copy, bound. I need someone to communicate. Bound there now.
The Bravo's already moving towards them.
Roger, make sure you stay on the radio.
Military truck.
Copy, keep bounding up there. Let Alpha know you're set. Ares, actually, can you put some more guys on that slope to be cleared out? I want to make sure they actually bound.
Roger.
I really don't care if you spawn them right in front of them, but just as much guys you can actually bound down there. Out here, communication, we need to actually communicate when we're bounding down there.
Bravo, we're trying to pop tires, the tires off that thing, wait on. Yep, we put a 40 on it.
Roger, Bravo Alpha, I need to hear someone say they're set and moving, set and moving.
Bravo set.
Copy. Bravo Alpha moving west.
Bravo is taking contact from fucking somewhere else.
Copy,
Bravo,
Alpha, I need you, break. Alpha, I need you to break contact, not break contact, but shift your movement south. You're going the wrong direction, over.
That's the whole fire team. Well, west, just across the road uphill.
Good copy. Alpha's up to south now, over. How copy?
Say again?
Clear south now, over.
Copy, you're already pushing south.
Copy, I'll let you know when it's stopped, over. Bravo, advise you for your map position.
Axel, be advised, AR's off comms.
Copy, keep moving. We'll have Ares to take care of. The AR and Alpha is off comms, the one to the north. Good ref, 067042, southbound. Alpha, keep moving, leave your AR back there. Don't want him to hold on to
Roger.
Brady. Hold, Bravo.
Say again, Bravo.
Start bounding up.
Back up.
Bravo, working on it.
Got contacts, direct 235, and possible contacts 170, right in front of you, Bravo.
Good copy.
Bravo, you can keep bounding until you're on the road and off the road a little bit ahead until you're on the slope. Use that as definitely cover and call your signal.
Right, hold short of the road, bearing 300, 300. Alpha, you got shit just in front of you.
Copy, trying to engage.
Nearly. Oof, fuck. Where's the fucking MG team? You stay here. Stay. Turn up. Target it.
Bravo, you maneuvering off the west?
Yeah, Ethan, we're on it. We're trying to get uphill to get eyes on.
Planting the car.
Alpha, that's on you, correct, over?
That's off to our northwest.
Roger. Bravo, why don't you keep pushing up slope so you're in good position, then we'll let Alpha move up slope, over.
Bravo, working on it.
Good work, AI. Yep, nailed it. Good job.
Alpha, you got a bearing for us?
No eyes currently, wait one.
Alpha.
Straight north, bearing 0. Possibly that contact's down north.
Alpha, gonna
Copy,
go.
so we can get that cleared. We gotta push south, west because west over.
Alpha and Bravo's gonna get eyes on the road, and if we don't see anything, we're coming back.
Roger. Alright, Alpha, they should be in front of your line of sight, so go ahead and start peeling left. I'll let you know when to stop over.
Copy, be advised, AR still off comms.
Good copy.
3-2, this is Ares on 3-1. Be advised that AR has been put somewhere safe.
Copy, thank you.
Bravo is moving towards that gunfire.
Armed Vic down the road.
Armed Vic on the road, on the road.
Grenadiers will tell them engage that.
Bravo's on it.
Both of Alpha are down.
Gunner first. Alpha's down, Bravo. I need to move.
Bravo pushing.
Actual down. That's actual down.
Bravo getting gunfire to both of us as well.
5 status 3 down.
I was, I'm patching.
Same here, I was as well. I got Alpha down. Bravo, need your break contact, move to Alpha's position now.
Let's pop the mic out.
I'll copy Bravo.
Bravo actual is down.
Bravo 2, I see radio check.
Roger, Bravo twice. I need you to get your wounded. Pop, smoke, break contact, move to Alpha position. Let's get ourselves consolidated over.
Roger that.
I copy Bravo 2, I see. Bravo 2 is actual. How copy over?
This is Bravo, back on comms.
Roger, I need you to break contact, pop, smoke, and consolidate your wounded on my position over.
Roger that, moving now. Alpha coming out, target's down on my paws. Say again? On the yellow smoke.
Alright, through security, space it out. Alpha, this is actual, over.
Go for Alpha.
Alpha, if your man is back up, go ahead and start pushing with your battle buddy bearing 274 for about 100 meters.
Copy, 274.
No, you're moving west, Alpha. 600 meters west. Alpha, I need you to move towards Phoenix last known location. You guys should be bearing 270 for about 300 meters. 270, over.
270.
Reference your market diagram if you need to know exactly where it's at.
Copy.
It's still alive. Great.
It's down slope 044.
Roger. I'll get find some cover. Make sure your guy does not get hit.
Looks like dog is down again.
Copy.
Bravo moving to get out as well.
Roger, Bravo. Travel down the road. We got contacts down
Also, more
northwest as well.
contacts 344.
324 northwest.
Contacts up the hill.
Roger, Bravo. Once you get your grenadier to engage that contact you got down.
Five team front.
Truck is still alive 047.
Copy. Bravo, grenadier on the Humvee. Got troops inside Humvee as well, bro.
50 gunners dead.
Bravo Alpha's off to your west, pushing on that contact.
Good copy, we're bandaging up as well.
Alpha, guys are down. Go ahead and sweep it up. Bravo, hold your move.
Bravo's green.
Copy, Bravo's
correction, we got a man down, working on him.
Copy, I need you to put MPHE on the Humvee. Have one of your grenadiers engage the
More
Humvee.
contacts 007.
Roger, Alpha, hold. Bravo can support you right now. Alright, Bravo, send your buddy team with you towards those contacts.
Our Bravo's moving towards their last node as well.
Those contacts, one of those contacts on the road. It's down.
Alright guys, I'm just going to throw this up for a sec, and I just need to look at something else. I'll be off comms for a bit here.
Contacts Alex behind, disregard.
Curtailed fire.
Possibly more contacts, plus movement to the
Alright,
north.
disregarded. Alpha, Bravo, this is action. I want you to break contact where you get engaged from the north. We're gonna start peeling towards the last location of Phoenix. That's to our southwest, 247. Alpha, hold. Bravo, peel left. Let's go.
It's a Vic on a road, 046 might pause. Bravo Alpha suppressing that Vic.
Copy, Alpha. Bravo, you should keep pulling left. So you got a man down. Have peel left.
They didn't go any of those directions, which I was prepared for.
Bravo Alpha's pushing good easy up the rise.
Roger, break contact. Does he want to see any smoke? Anyone see any trails of smoke?
No smoke. Alpha's pushing on Vic.
Alpha, you good?
Copy is I'm opening up contacts here on this truck.
3-2, this is Aries on 3-1. Be advised, it's pretty much directly west of your time now.
Vic is clear, we're pushing back up west.
I shall be advised, we have eyes on some kind of castle due west. At the top of the hill.
Alpha, break contact. Go ahead and pop smoke. Move to Bravo position. We're gonna start peeling west. Over.
Copy, pushing to Bravo's close.
Alright. Break. This is actual. I have eyes on smoke. 3 thermals bearing break. 277. Looks like about 200 meters over.
Hey, Film, you want Bravo just to move first?
Alpha, this is actual. Were you able to engage those contacts, or are they still alive?
The ones by the truck are down.
Copy.
We're on your pause.
Copy, Bravo. South bearing break. 269er. 300 meters over.
Oscar Mike.
Alpha's actual. Make sure you have a guy watching the rear at all times. Want to make sure we don't have nothing crawling up on us on our north or east flank. Over.
Alpha copies.
Alpha, put AT on it. Bravo, hold. We got a BTR on our northern side. Over.
Copies. BTR, you have eyes on it. Put AT on it.
Bravo, keep moving. I need you to shift a little bit more north up slope. Never mind, Bravo, you're in fire. Contact report.
This is Bravo, we're engaging a 50 tactical. Took down the gunner so far.
That Vic sounds like still down north.
Bravo, go ahead and stop that position. You're right on it. Alpha will cover you. Alpha, get the AT.
Alpha's down right now, we're trying to
Alpha
get
can longer affect you. I mean, Alpha can never cover you, Bravo.
This is Bravo 4-3IC. We are down. I need help.
Roger, pop smoke. I don't see smoke pop to your position. Are you the only one alive, or is someone else alive?
Guerrero just popped up. I've got 2 down on my paws.
Cop, I need you to go ahead and try to start bringing your wounded back home here. Get as much smoke as possible. Currently right now we have a lot of wounded down here. Your CLS should be clear to do it. Might clear the CLS to avoid 2 CLS or whatever.
Bravo's back up, we're wounded, but we're gonna patch up.
Yeah, it's good.
Bravo, Alpha's moving on you now.
Look at all the colors we made.
Alpha, be mindful of the dismounts happening by the BTR. Keep your eyes out to the north. Alpha, get on Bravo position. Get on the edge of the tree line. Be able to cover out down to the break. Bird, so Bravo can push across this open field and clear it out. Over.
Alpha copies.
Hey, keep one guy watching to the north, Alpha, for those dismounts. Over.
Copy.
Bravo, Alpha set, start moving over. You want to bound by foot, you can go ahead and do so.
Alpha set.
Oh.
Dismount, somebody's shooting us from the north.
Top, one or two guys watch for this. I need you guys to cover Bravo. Mike, I'm moving.
On you. 259.
This is Bravo. We're setting death on the chopping out.
Good copy. You're taking fire as well, I hear.
Explosive set.
Roger, Bravo. Go ahead and bound back.
We got one man down. Hang on.
Aries
Vic on the road. Bearing 277.
Send it.
Interrogator, our mission was to secure the crash site and look for any pilots, or was it just to secure the crash site and blow it up the bird over?
Just to secure the crash site. You can call Index whenever you're ready. I've got to head out in 2 mics or less.
Roger. Send a mic over.
Roger, just when you call Index, I'll clear everything up and I'll TP myself over for debrief.
Bravo, start pushing a little bit further north, about 100 meters. Time now. Alright, now hold there. Alright, Alpha, move to Bravo's position.
House come back.
Alright, index, rally in the green smoke where you're at right now.
Fucked everybody up.
I'm up. Thanks, Mike.
Don't thank me. Thank your recruiter.
Hey Mike, can I get some morphine?
I'll sort everybody else. I'll sort everyone out with morphine. Don't worry about it.
Much.
They could see us because
Schools are calling me. Closing in.
Yeah, this terrain was pretty bad.
Condition 4.
Before getting here.
Alright, initial movement was great. Good thing we actually follow alongside of the hills because it allowed us to be able to have the opportunity to push up if we need to without having to slow down our movement because of the steepness of the hill. So as we get up, like the place where we were at, I should say, how high we were allows us to move up the hills jogging instead of walking. In the first initial contact, Alpha was already hit, took the turn, and then by the time Bravo and I was about to take the turn, that's when we saw them. Sometimes they were behind the hill before we even noticed. It's a good thing we actually followed that route and actually had Alpha a little bit ahead, or else both squads would have been stuck, and it'd been hard for us to actually bound and maneuver because we were on the slope of the hill.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end that there because I have to go and disappear to other stuff. We will be back at this possibly tomorrow, possibly not. We'll see how life stacks up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.